Greetings, Dapperlings, and welcome back to the town of Dapperton in Rimworld. Now, before we get to the game, I did want to just cover that I've installed a mod. Now, I did say I was going to be playing a vanilla game when I started this series, and I more or less still am. This mod is purely a quality of life mod. It's called EDB Interface and has been recommended by several Dapperlings in the comments. And from what I can tell, does nothing to the game mechanics. It just adds things like being able to select any of my colonists up here, see their relative healths. I can double click to go straight to them. I was told that you could cycle with comma and full stop on the keyboard, but that actually does have one drawback. For example, if I was all the way over here and I wanted to have one of my colonists do something very specific, if I pressed comma to try and cycle through them, I'd go to them, so then I'd have to move all the way back down and then get back to where I was going to do it. Whereas otherwise, I could just click on them right now and say, yeah, come down here to do something. I've got nothing for them to do, so I can't show you that example. But that is actually really, really useful. Now, this is the third recording set, so I've had time to read over many of the comments, and there are quite a few things that I actually want to get started doing. One of them is I don't want you to be building these at all. In fact, I'm going to be demolishing most of this area. Now, the reason that I'm going to be demolishing most of this area is because I have been given some pretty solid advice, actually, that my animals can suffer from much the same stresses as my colonists. That is, they can have heat stroke, for example. I don't want my animals to have heat stroke, so I want to build a temperature-controlled stable for them to live in. So that is what we're going to get to work on straight away. And I want areas for them to have beds as well. Simply because if they've got beds, they'll rest faster. Now, I can't honestly tell you why that would be necessarily a good thing for them, since they don't seem to mind if they go to sleep on the floor. They don't have moods like my other colonists do. But I just prefer to be able to give my animals a nice place to live. And so, animal pet beds for all of the livestock, damn it. Even the ones that we're going to eventually eat. There we go, let's turn that on. Now, I've got a lot of advice on how to work with the power situation at the moment. In fact, thinking about that, there's one thing that I completely missed previously. I do apologize, but thank you to everyone who pointed that out. I needed to set that up. Also, I need the power to be flowing into this area too. This is currently turned on. That needs to turn off. There we go. Right, okay. The next thing we're going to work on is, actually, Tamiz, I would like you to go and call this exotic goods trader. I would like to talk with them, if you would be so kind. Let's speed things up so that Tamiz will get over here. If they are, in fact, coming. Yeah, they are. Where are you? Oh, wow, you're all the way down there. Oh, I'm sorry. I called you away from taming. Ah, that was a bit of a jerk move, honestly. Right, can you go back in there? There we go. Right, I want to get rid of all of the tribal ware. I don't want any of it. I'm not going to be using it. I can just flat out sell the chicks. I actually sell for a reasonable amount as well. That's pretty good. Let's see, I can sell the muffalo as well. No, I don't want to. What do you sell? You've not really got anything particular that I want. I mean, you do, but you don't at the same time. Prosthetics, that's pretty cool. Psychic Animal Pulsar? What on earth is this? One use artifact that drives all animals in the region into a man-hunting rage. Oh my good lord, why would I want that? That sounds incredibly ungood. Right, we'll just take the silver for now. Go ahead with that. Now, the next thing I wanted to do is set up some clothing bills. Now, one thing I'm a little bit uncertain of is generally what I would like to have is like a spare set of clothing. But if I set this up to do until I have X, will that include the clothing that my colonists are wearing? Well, actually, Keegan's got a cowboy. Is that a cowboy hat? You do have a cowboy hat. Oh, well, that answered the question. Oh, that's fantastic. Right, so I know that if I set this as 2, it'll only include clothing that's actually in the colony. That's fantastic. That is in storage. Okay, so I want pants as well. We've already got 2 of those, apparently. We want t-shirts. I don't think we do. Are they perhaps someone's t-shirt left out in the wilds? Perhaps they are. But I would like a couple of button-down shirts. Now, basically what I'm doing with this is I'm setting up a bunch of build orders so that my colonists can choose what they want to wear. And obviously, because dusters are awesome, we're going to give that one up to 5. Now, we need to make sure that someone's actually going to be doing this. Now, currently, Shadow Wolf is set up, but you'll do research and hauling first, and I would prefer it if you do that first. Willow Terror, our cook, but also got a burning desire to research, so I could set you up with that. Yeah, I don't see a reason not to, honestly. So yeah, you can have that set up. You've also got Warden as a secondary job. I wouldn't mind... Oh, you've got all of these... I'll give that a 2, actually. There we go. Right, are there, like, t-shirts around? Yes, there are. Okay, right. We want these hauled, honestly. Can I tell someone to haul these? Could you go and prioritize hauling that? Shadow Wolf, could you haul this one? I just want them back so I can sell them. And at that point, I'll know that everything that's been brought back... everything that we have on this is something that can be worn that's in our storage space. So if it says it's got 2 pants, then they are at least there and our colonists can use them. Alternatively, I can sell them because my plan will be to sell anything lower than 60% quality. That way my colonists will have some nice clothing. Now, the next thing, and this was a stroke of genius, with regards to sleeping. I've been advised to have 1 hour of sleep followed by up to 6 or however many hours of do anything. The idea behind this is currently I'm enforcing that my colonists sleep for X amount of time, even if they don't need it. Even if they weren't tired and only wanted to sleep for 2 hours, they'll stay in bed for all of that time. Whereas if I just do this, I tell them go sleep for 1 hour enforced, then at that point, at any point afterwards, if they are no longer tired, they can choose to get up and do something else. But they won't get up and do something else if they're still tired, because they just won't wake up. So that makes perfect sense. Fantastic idea. Honestly, a stroke of genius. Thank you very much for that. Now, the next thing... good. Willow Terror is actually researching that. I'm very happy with that. Very happy indeed. I've had some advice on how to set this up, and I'm probably going to change the way that I've got my my cold storage at the moment, but it's going to require a couple of things, and I really don't want to distract my builders from what I've currently got them doing. So we're going to be waiting a little while on that, but I am going to be moving this around. There's some much better... Ooh, successfully tamed an iguana. Fantastic. Okay, iguana, you go to animal area 1. But I don't want to distract my colonists because I really do want them to get this work finished rather than constantly half-starting a project and only getting a little of the way there. Now, one of the really nice things that this mod adds, I believe, is this. I think this is added with the mod, so we can now see at a glance how much meat we've got. That is fantastic. Really nice. You know what? Yeah, you can carry on collecting those. Now, I'm almost certainly going to have a refrigerated area in here for the fodder. And that's all going to be part of a single zone that my animals can make use of, which I'm going to expand up now. But it's basically going to keep their food refrigerated, their indoors area, their stable temperature controlled, so it's not going to be too hot, it's not going to be too cold. But I'll leave the outside still open to them so that my herbivores can just go out and munch on the grass if that's what they want to do. Makes a lot of sense to me. Now, is everyone more or less happy? I hope so. Right, we've got a cargo pod drop. And what have we got? Oh, alpaca hide. Yes, I'll take that. Thank you. That would be very nice indeed. Now, we're probably going to need some more meat before long. Yep, it's going to be you. Anything else? You know what? Maybe I should consider taming a bunch of squirrels, actually. because then I could at least keep them for the meat. Which would make an awful lot of sense. Ooh, well done. Getting quite a lot of work done in here. They're also eating the grass, which I approve of enormously. Let's get some more trees, I think, chopped down to try and help with this. There we go. That'll make things significantly faster. Fantastic. Okay. Now, we got a lot of wood in here, and that will be moved around soon, I think. Oh, wow, that was down to 5%. We've got another exotic goods trader, really? My goodness. How close are we on the research? Well, we're barely making any progress because so much clothing is being made, but... Well, it's worth doing. Is everyone wearing cowboy hats? Am I noticing, like, everyone... Ah, fantastic. They're all wearing cowboy hats. Ah, happy days. Happy, happy days. And let me check on the outfits currently. Soldier, worker, brawler. Let me have a quick look at you. Select the worker outfit. Any quality? Well, actually, yeah, any quality. But just the hit points have to be 60% or more. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that, having seen that they are, in fact, wearing the stuff that we're making for them. Ooh, visitors. We have got some people from Minoka Tranka Taska. Very well. Don't really need to respond to that exactly, so we'll just leave that as is. In here... I really do feel that it would be good to get all of this set up so that I've got plenty of animal beds. At the end of the day, this is a stable. So if I were to expand this out like so, and then possibly have... How many is that? That leaves us an even number, which is not quite what I wanted, but I suppose it'll do. What we could do then is on... Ooh, yeah, that's such an odd shape, damn it. Why? We'll leave this area clear then. I'm going to have the door about there, I think. And draw this out along this side. Okay, that gives me some room. I could make this an entirely... refrigerated area, but I don't think we need anywhere near that much refrigeration, so we're not going to use it. Honestly, 4x4 is more than we need for the refrigerated area as well, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure on this one. I could take it down to 3x4 just to reduce the amount of bleed of heat, but no, actually I think we'll keep something like this. I'm not even sure that we need this, actually. There we go. We'll have it as one large refrigerated area in there. We're going to be able to store so much fodder in there. We will never run out. I literally mean never. It'll be grand. And we'll just leave an area for the animals to play in. We could add an extra layer around the outside of this structure if we absolutely wanted to, and I might do that. We'll see. But we are going to want power moving up through this, so let's go ahead and get that on the move. Perhaps going all the way around, actually. Yeah, let's do that. We'll have this go all the way around. Right, we want some paved tiles right there for a doorway. This will be our little refrigerated area. As for floors, we'll have this be... or we'll just put concrete in this little area. And then wooden doors pretty much everywhere else. Wooden floors, rather, not wooden doors. There we go. And some paved tiles there. Okay, it's going to take them a little while to get all of that sorted out. Quite a while, actually. But once that's done, I'm going to be very, very happy with that setup. Is that turned on? I can barely tell because it's so dark, but we'll make sure it is. Exotic goods trader nearby. We should be alright, I think. Have we got everything we need? Almost. We've almost got everything we need. Let's see. Tamise, could you please sell those poor items? We'll sell that cowboy hat. I'll probably end up selling anything that's actually of poor quality. Or very low durability. We'll sell that cowboy hat. That way we'll only have a normal one. Could get that television, honestly. It'd be nice, but no. We'll just sell that off now. There we go. We're making a little bit of money here and there. Ooh, I wouldn't mind getting in touch with a combat supplier. We could possibly sell off a bunch of these items here. Sandstone club, shiv, great bow. Actually, no. We'll keep hold of that one. The peeler. Get rid of all of those. That looks good to me. 64. Very nice. We're going to need a lot of silver to be able to tile this room out properly. Right then. Do we have much meat? We have no meat. That is hopelessly bad. Our dog needs meat, or rather our husky needs meat. So, I think it's going to have to be a case of... Right, we're going to have to be much more active about this one. Willow, you're coming with me. Shadow Wolf, no, you're staying there. Bad Blanket, you're coming with me as well. Archibald, there we go. We're going to go out, we're going to take care of the Boomalope. Alright, let's get down here. We want to kill all of these Boomalope as a group. That way I can then mark these bodies as good for hauling, and we should be good. Right, Bad Blanket, want you there. Will of Terror, I want you there. And Archibald. Where on earth is Tamise? Tamise, why are you so slow? Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, he's been trained. Fantastic. I was wondering why the monkey was out. Can I tell you to go somewhere? Master, none. Go back. There we go. Right. Okay. I want you to all... No? Right, let's get you up here. You clearly can't fire at that sort of distance. Okay, that's good. Let's get you in a little bit closer. Clearly I was being a little bit too cautious with that. So we're going to get everyone up close so that we can take these guys down a little bit faster. Okay, you don't want to be there. There we go. And now one more needs to go down. There we are. And again, please. There we go. Fantastic. Right. There we are. Please collect them. No, Archibald. Hold that. Tamise. No, actually, you're not going to hold it because you're... Oh, yeah, you are going to hold it, I'm afraid. I wouldn't have asked you to do that, but for the... damn it, fire! No! Scallywags. Are you a male? Yes, you are. Then we're going to try and tame you. Exhaustion. Tamise is exhausted. Oh, no, Tamise. I guess that what happens when you carry a Boomalope around. Alright, well, we need some more hunting done. Now, I wanted to try and get rid of those Boomalope because I don't particularly want them on the map. They're a little bit dangerous. But it looks like we may have to dip into our... Oh, female rhinoceros. Strongly suspect this is going to result in someone getting badly wounded. So how about we do that again? There we go. Let's take on this rhinoceros if we can. Right, okay. Tamise, yes. Willow Terror, let's get you up there. Archibald up there as well. Spray and pray. Okay, good luck everyone. Okay, let's have a look. Manhunter, health-wise, it's not too healthy. Probably going to go down pretty soon. Need to kill it quickly. Well done. Oh, you took a bit of a hit. Yeah, you actually got smacked by a rhino horn right at the end. Oh, that's very unfortunate. But oh well, I guess it can't be helped. Let's go ahead and haul that rhino back. I would have tamed it, but realistically speaking, don't think we had much of a chance of that without getting hurt. So we need the meat a little bit more than we needed anything else. Now, Shadow Wolf is getting a little bit more done. We're doing a little bit of research here and there. I'm probably going to actually try and prioritize that in the next episode. I do want that stone mason's table really, really badly at this point. We've got so much stone around, we can't realistically store it. So that's going to be a fairly high priority. But that is going to be the end of this episode. I do hope you've enjoyed and will be joining me for the next, where we're going to have a raid. They're going to be using sappers to tunnel around our defenses. Oh, joy. Right, well, we have that to look forward to. But until then, and as always, do take care.